The morning light filters through the dusty windows of a small, cluttered carpentry workshop. The air is thick with the smell of sawdust and linseed oil. At the center of the room stands 58-year-old Arthur. His hands are scarred, his face lined with the map of a hard-working life. He is carefully sanding a piece of reclaimed mahogany. Arthur isn't just a carpenter, he is a restorer. He brings broken, forgotten things back to life. But his most important job isn't in this workshop. It's waiting for him in the kitchen. Arthur had his son, Leo, late in life. Now 11, Leo is the center of Arthur's universe, especially since Arthur's wife passed away 5 years ago. "Dad, we have to go," Leo's voice calls out. Arthur wipes his hands on his canvas apron, grabs his worn leather jacket, and heads inside. Today is the Future Leaders Showcase at Leo's school. It's a prestigious academy, a place Leo attends purely because of a hard-won academic scholarship. Arthur looks at himself in the hallway mirror. He sees the gray in his beard, the permanent wood stain under his fingernails. He knows he doesn't fit in with the sleek corporate parents at Leo's school. Sometimes people even mistake him for Leo's grandfather. But Arthur squares his shoulders. He made a promise to his boy. The scene shifts to the school's grand gymnasium. It is filled with the hum of success. Parents in tailored suits and designer dresses stand next to glossy presentations. They are software developers, investment bankers, and startup founders. They speak loudly about scaling, profit margins, and disruption. Leo stands by his modest presentation board. He looks small amidst the flashy digital tablets and expensive prototypes of his classmates. Next to him is a boy named Julian, whose father is a prominent real estate developer. Julian's father glances at Leo's empty chair. "Where's your dad, Leo? Still sweeping up sawdust?" The father chuckles, a sound devoid of actual warmth. Julian joins in. "My dad says your dad is a dinosaur. He says working with your hands is for people who can't use their brains." Leo looks down at his shoes. His face flushes red. At 11 years old, the weight of peer pressure is crushing. He loves his father deeply, but in this room full of wealth and modern success, he suddenly feels a sharp, painful sense of embarrassment. He's just running late," Leo mumbles, wishing the floor would swallow him whole. The heavy gymnasium doors creak open. The loud chatter dips for just a second as Arthur walks in. He is wearing his best shirt, but it's still flannel. His boots scuff softly against the polished floor. He looks wildly out of place, but he walks with the quiet, unshakable dignity of a man who knows exactly who he is. Arthur approaches Leo's table just in time to hear Julian say, "I guess fixing old, broken junk doesn't pay enough to buy a watch." Leo's eyes are watery. He sees his father and freezes. He expects Arthur to be angry, to yell, or to shrink away. Instead, Arthur steps forward. He places a large, heavy object wrapped in a velvet cloth on the table. He looks at Julian, then at Julian's father. His voice is deep, calm, and resonant, like a quiet rumble of thunder. "We live in a world that loves to throw things away," Arthur begins, his voice carrying just enough to make the neighboring tables stop and listen. "When something gets a little scratched, a little worn out, or takes a little too much effort, people replace it. They buy something new, something fast, something hollow." Arthur slowly unwraps the velvet cloth. Inside is a breathtakingly beautiful, intricately carved wooden clock. The gears are exposed, perfectly synchronized, humming with life. The craftsmanship is so masterful that even the wealthy parents step closer, mesmerized. "I don't throw things away," Arthur says softly. "I believe that true value takes time. I believe that things and people are worth fixing, worth fighting for. That is what I teach my son." A sudden hush falls over the immediate crowd. From the back of the group, an older gentleman pushes his way to the front. He is the chairman of the city's historical board, a man of immense wealth and influence. He adjusts his glasses, staring at the clock, and then looks up at Arthur. "Good Lord," the chairman whispers. "You're Arthur Pendleton. You're the master restorer." The chairman turns to the crowd, pointing to Arthur. "Do you people know who this is? When the fire nearly destroyed the Grand Cathedral last year, the city brought in experts from all over Europe to save the 300-year-old altar. They all said it was impossible. They all said it was junk." The chairman looks back at Arthur with profound respect. This man spent 8 months, working day and night on his hands and knees, and brought history back to life. He doesn't fix junk. He preserves our soul. The silence in the room is deafening. Julian's father, the arrogant real estate developer, suddenly Elia,